In the bottom side, we have Zested playing Greenfinger up against Thermal playing Mercia. So this is actually not a matchup we see too often. Mercia, a bit difficult to place in the tier rankings right now actually, because she's very strong when it comes to kind of late game when you get to like golems and dragons. But her groove is built very quickly. So in theory you would think, oh, you know, she has this great early groove, but actually it's not very good early game. So we're gonna see how that plays out against, you know, Greenfinger, who is able to kind of just finish games when he gets his groove, or like push a huge advantage. So he's able to kind of push before, you know, that heavy golem count comes out. Let's see what Thermal does here. Just taking stuff with swords. Wagon comes out, and actually Wagon comes out from both players, so we're gonna see a lot of movement. We're gonna see a spear going to this wagon first for Zested. And that's gonna be a very powerful option. And on the side of Thermal, oh well, they went for this village capture with their commander, so don't have a good option to heal. Oh, they're not gonna get to full anyway. It's gonna heal a little bit. Zested's gonna be able to do the much bigger heal on this side. They're gonna threaten to knock this village down next turn for a lot of groove. Ooh, because Mercia is injured quite badly, this wagon spear play is really strong. Onto the mountain. There is the option of like sword crit onto there, which might be good. Oh, double sword crit? Okay, well this spear is actually gonna survive, damn. That's just gonna keep this village alive for longer. It's gonna damage both of these swords. And the spear can escape, actually. Or can even just walk back and heal. Not a lot of gold left on the table though, so that was a very flimsy heal coming out. What's turn we're gonna do? Pushing on the left hand side using those knights.
I'll save you all.
Their own strongholds.
Healing aura.
Oh, sorry, their own spear wagon. Come forward. Gonna see a bit more damage come. Yeah, this knight and this knight very heavily warded by just like a wagon and a spear. Commander is gonna work, but even one spear backing up an army, and you know the wagon for mobility is actually gonna really hurt these knights. And there's even options like you sword crit into the knight first, and Mercia could off. Wow, Thermal actually is gonna get surround on Greenfinger. Clear so much of this army in the west side. Thermal doesn't even need to win on this front. They just kind of have to hold for a bit. But they don't really care. They're just gonna like do really good damage on this front anyway. Zested, they do not really have the army required to deal with this. They have a bunch of dogs, but going up against knights, that isn't going to be a great option. Even a full health dog fighting an injured knight from a mountain against the road is not rating super well. Dogs do not do well against them. Now Thermal. Oh, nice wagon play with the spears. Getting a ton of value here. Pick off a lot of this army. These knights can't do anything because there's so much spear and the commander and the own knight there. Doing a ton of work. Sure, you know, Zested will kill a knight potentially with this dog. Oh, no, they're not going to. They're just going to pull back. Yeah, brings the spears forward. That makes sense. Okay, Zested is trying to outmaneuver now. I don't know if that's going to work though. Because yeah, Night Crit's just going to come in. good wagon positioning. This knight can no longer kind of circumvent. Can't use the village to go through. Getting a ton of value off of this wagon. And even lines a knight crit up on the barracks. So if this knight can go down, barracks dies.
Nature will claim you.
And that's a big deal. Alright, Zested over on the left hand side. Grooves tries to keep this army a bit trapped, but there's 3 knights. Backed by an archer. There's like a harpy over here as well. And yeah, like Thermal is just doing such good work. Picking off this overextended spear. They're gonna kill that knight. They're gonna oh no, they're gonna kill the mage. Interesting. I guess this also traps the wagon, so it's a pretty good play. I could have sworn they were gonna go for the decap. No, they're being a bit more patient than that. Right, and over on this left hand side, Zested has a bunch of dogs, has a bunch of spears. And that's going to do quite well against this army, but I think Thermal, all they need to do is, like, you know, build mages, build archers, and they'll be good. And yeah, Mercia is just going to kind of chew through a lot of these knights, do a bunch of damage, take this village back. They are slowly recapturing this northeast side. This village, this spear up here actually doing quite a lot of work. It like forced a ton of time to be spent dealing with it, and it's still alive, and it can't actually be killed this turn either. What do we got? The spear is actually just gonna retreat, be more of a nuisance, kind of body block. But Mercia can't really stand here and fight.
I'll save you all.
Alright, big heal comes in. Probably gonna see a sword crit come down. Ooh. Oh, that almost kills the harpy. Oh, good use of the archer there. Almost gets the kill. And damn, we're seeing knights fighting the spears. This spear up here, a little out of position, could be repositioned to get a crit. Zested. Alright, doesn't quite take out a knight. That is not a guaranteed kill. Walks this hike back, heals off the village. They're just like really wanting to keep this barracks alive. It has taken some damage. Enemy knight healing from it. Not actually gonna work out very well for it. Mercia could just come and finish it off even. Thermal. Oh, they get the pick on the mage, and the harpy is just gonna continue to do free damage. I would have liked to have seen the archer do the hit first there. Kept that dog a bit more alive, but alas, it gets mage healed, so it's basically not the same amount of health it would have been on. Ooh, we're gonna see more units go down. Doesn't kill the barracks. Actually just gonna leave that alive for now. It gets healed. And I think, yeah, that knight's lined up for a crit on the barracks next turn. Zested. Oh, actually just wins. Oh, Thermal wins, sorry. Zested realizes they're super far behind and can't actually do anything. Throw the towel in, they realize that Mercia actually putting on a ton of pressure with that wagon play. I'm really liking that. It's so strong against knights. Like, wagon a spear forwards, and you have it with your commander, so you can wagon her around. Get that reinforced path going. And this is actually very adamant of like very early Wargroove play, where maps would generally be spear wagon. A lot of that kind of supply chain coming in, reinforcing with like more spears. And it's cool to see it come back in a meta where like spears aren't as strong. Because now instead of that being like the dominant choice, just like a cool option to see come out. And it really shuts down heavy knight pressure early. Wagons do not die to knights in one hit. Even crits don't kill them. Yeah, the counterattack from the spear is just incredibly good gold value, so... Yeah, that's really cool. Thermal is doing some very interesting plays. The game.